Hi everybody and welcome to the next episode of Sheffield Steel, the lockdown editions, the businesses that have broke through lockdown. I'm really excited to be interviewing today's guest, Mazen Musaeed from 3Miles in Sheffield. This was somebody that I met a long time ago, a chance encounter at a coffee shop in Sheffield, and we started talking about his business, and it's really great to see what him and the team at 3Miles have been doing, not just from a commercial standpoint, but also from a social and economic standpoint as well. So I'm really looking forward to it to you. So welcome, Mazen.
Oh, thank you, John, for having me here. My name is Mazen Musaeed. I'm the founder and CEO of the 3Miles. 3Miles is an online local market. So we help bring local independent groceries and one platform so they can offer deliveries to their customers.
So you tend to work with local independent businesses and you help them through a delivery mechanism, right? So companies that wouldn't have ordinarily delivered have been using your platform for delivery. So that's website and an app. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And right now it's working with people in Sheffield, Rotherham, those kind of areas?
Yeah. So what we do basically is we provide the infrastructure for the local independent businesses. So we give them, we create a website for them. We handle the logistics. We give them the drivers. We are also their social media platform. So we give them the exposure that they want, bring traffic and aggregate this traffic under one platform. If they want to do it individually, it's going to be super costly and time consuming as well.
Now, the question that I normally ask people at this point in time would be, when did you know that there was going to be a problem commercially? Now, from your perspective, that's a little bit different because lockdown actually provided an opportunity for you. So let me just paint the picture for people that are listening. What happened during lockdown is it ultimately shut every retailer. So going to a shop just wasn't, you couldn't do it, right? So you were told to shut your shops down. And whilst that was okay for lots of people, for the SME sector, it was extremely difficult to manage. So what was actually a big issue commercially for some people actually provided a really good opportunity for you, not from a commercial standpoint, but also to help as many people as you could. So what was it like at the beginning? What sort of feelings were you going through?
Well, yeah, as you just pointed out, right, that it caused a problem for retailers, and we are there for the food retailers. So we anticipated that there's going to be a problem for them, and we can provide the solution to help in that problem, to help solve that problem. So we knew that we're going to have a surge, and I remember how we thought about how we're going to prepare for this. We know that lockdown is on the way, and we're going to have a surge in demand, and we just launched the business. So the business was registered in May, and we just launched in September. We branded in January, so we're still quite as well young, and we just had started to generate some sales, but that was unexpected.
Yeah, so you were literally a startup at this point, weren't you? So it was originally, the concept was thought about this time last year. You registered the business and you were sort of playing around getting the platform ready September, October, November, December time. Yeah. So that must have really thrown you into the fire.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was like everything was going super, super fast and compressed. But yeah, I remember when we had a meeting with the founding team, okay, this is gonna come. We need to prepare for it. And I think we handled it really well, yeah.
So you went from maybe doing dozens of baskets a day to hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands a week.
So actually, it was just around between 3 to 5 a week.
Wow.
We used to do. And we've done close to 600 a week. So on average, we do around 500 orders a week. So
right, so you're doing 500 to 600 deliveries a week now, and before this, you were doing a couple.
Yeah.
Wow. So how have you adapted? What things have had to change? How have you adapted? Obviously, speed has been a part of it. So speed up with the growing demand. How else has the business adapted?
To be honest, it's a reflection of what an amazing team and founding team I have, to be honest. So we we knew that this is going to come. We don't have enough time to recruit people. We had to just recruit close drivers that we can trust on and handle the pressure. And we jumped from me doing the deliveries to 10 people, and Fran handling the technology and the marketing, and Sergio doing the logistics and assigning the drivers. But everything was compressed. We've done like a job of 6 people, the 3 of us. And then my brother as well jumped to help in customer service. So I think what helped us to plan that we allocated our skills and efforts efficiently, and we capitalized on that. And we had a very, very good relationship with our partners, and we stuck together through this. And it worked out well. It worked out well for everyone.
Maybe I should have rephrased what I meant earlier. I didn't mean baskets. What I meant is in regards to pounds. So you went from a couple of hundred, a few quid here and there, to thousands and thousands and thousands being distributed. And
actually, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. Tens of thousands, a lot more than that now. And the app and the movement just keeps on growing and growing. And the benefit, the way that I see that is, yes, you win. The business that you started is seeing a flourishing and growing trend, but because you win, small business wins as well. And that's the beautiful part of it, right? So you've enabled people that would have ordinarily closed their business, lost lots of business, to add tens of thousands to their sales each week. I love that about what your business does. So what leads us into what wins have you seen?
Well, this is why we are so passionate about this, because before this pandemic, before this lockdown, we built the business and the mission to help local independent businesses, not even to work with the big four, because they don't need our help. It's the independents who need our help. And we saw this like clearly in the pandemic. Some businesses shut down completely, and they had to turn online with us. Purely online, so no footfall, and yeah, that would motivated us to help them and carry on doing that. And I think the wins from this lockdown is we absolutely showed the importance of bringing local independent businesses online, and we want that. This brought us together. It was so much pressure, everything was compressed, and it really bonded the team together, because we're living together, working from flat, working like 14 ridiculous hours a day, every day, until we managed to get a bigger office now and recruit more people. So that's definitely a win.
I love that startup mentality, living together, working together. I love the hustle and bustle of that startup mentality of a new business. So, right, just break it down a second though, because people that are going to be listening to this, there's going to be some retailers in here that have either not worked out a delivery mechanism, or their shop is shut right now, and they might be thinking, well, how could I use this service to sort of help us get back into the swing of things? So what kind of retailers use your service?
So mainly they're food retail and traders, but we are an online market open for everyone. The 3Miles platform is specialized for retail, because it handles a big inventory, thousands of products. So we have a perfect fit for the retailers.
So you could think of something like the More Market, for instance. The idea is that you'll become an online marketplace like the More Market. So you
Exactly,
have
yeah,
the More Market from your living room type thing.
definitely. I mean, we have some traders from the more markets, and the customer can receive different products from different shops in one delivery.
Love that. So they can some of them can get multiple shops delivering just once, right?
One delivery, exactly.
Love
Yes.
that. And I can't wait to see the brand just continue to evolve and grow over time as well. So you've already started to talk about some of the issues. Now, the issues that you had to overcome are different to lots of people. So what issues happened early on in that lockdown phase and you started ramping up retailers? What were some of the issues that you had to overcome?
So some issues, for example, we lost the co-working space, an office that we used to work in, the Sheffield Technology Parks, wonderful place, and we had to work from home, which was a bit difficult. There was like you couldn't disconnect. You're on all the time. You wake up on, go to sleep, you're still on, and so that was a challenge. Also, so because as a marketplace, you're dealing with businesses, drivers, customers, development partners, so many people involved. So there's so much pressure to pay attention, be focused for all of these parties involved.
You literally, to put that across a different way, you went from 3 miles an hour, pardon the pun, to 100 miles an hour. And
Yes.
did that happen overnight? Did you see a big surge, or did it start increasing sort of incrementally over time, or was it just day one, boom, just started to go? Because I know that there was this big issue with deliveries early on in lockdown. People didn't want to go to Asda. That they wanted to get something delivered, and when all the big retailers suffered, and they just couldn't get enough food out quick enough. I'm assuming that a lot of people turned to you really quickly.
Really quickly, because nobody was ready to do, especially the independent. The infrastructure wasn't ready to handle that demand. So we were almost the only ones ready for that in Sheffield. So the surge was like I said, we do like 5 orders a week, and suddenly it's 5 a day, then 10, then 50, then up to like close to 100 deliveries a day.
Wow, I love that. Absolutely love that. But anybody that knows me knows I champion small business, and they know I champion Sheffield small business more than anything else. So I really see this as a fantastic opportunity to get retailers online, not just during lockdown, but afterwards. Because we've not really looked on it, is the knock-on effect that, from a mental health perspective, that lots of people are going to have during this sort of, some people it's been 9 weeks, for some people it's been 12, 13 weeks that they've been sort of confined to their living areas. And just because Boris says on the 15th of June you can open your shop, that doesn't mean expect the same footfall that you had before. So an app like yours is going to be so important to small businesses going forward. So what plans do you have? Do you see it staying in Sheffield, or would you like to start seeing it going to other cities?
Very good question. I mean, yes, this is why we proved the concept. We've proved that this is important and needs to be replicated everywhere across the nation. So we are working now to grow the team even more and expand to first in the next till the end of this year. We want to go to 5 cities across the north: Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester, and Leeds, and obviously Sheffield as well. So we want to take this across the north, and we want to help as many independent businesses as possible.
What kind of businesses are you looking for to join sort of the app, join the movement in Sheffield? Are the kind of businesses that you're looking for that you haven't got on the website right now?
So we have butchers, we have greengrocers, we have organic zero waste concepts. So we have so many. Well, we're looking for also to add more variety to that. That includes clothes, technology, and like phones and equipment. We want some. I think it would. The more businesses we have, the more variety, the better it is for everyone.
And we definitely want a brewery on there.
Mm-hmm.
100% we want a local
We
brewery.
definitely need
So
a
if you own a
exactly.
local brewery and you...
Should be the first on the list to mention, to be honest. Yes,
it must be the first on the list. It's the first on my list. I've literally done an interview with somebody about how many alcoholics this lockdown is going to make. All I can think about is getting the brewery, another brewery online, because look, they've really taken a hit. So local independent breweries that would often sell their products to... we've got a big... an ale following here in Sheffield, and you've got pubs that are specifically for ale. All of a sudden, nothing. So if you have a brewery, I'm doing the war cry here. Please get in touch with Mazen so we can get it on the 3Miles app, so we can get your local ale to local folk. So thinking about some of the adjustments that you've made, what are you going to keep on doing? So the adjustments that you've made during lockdown, when lockdown finishes and we get some kind of normality, what adjustments are you going to keep on doing?
So we want to keep on we want to keep this culture of bringing the team together. It is absolutely beautiful, like how we get closer on this mission. So we definitely want to keep that. We want to keep working closely with our partners. They feel comfortable contacting us anytime for any problem. We are there to help them and communicate with them. We want to improve on our so much room for improvement, and this is what excites us. Like, it made us so hungry for knowledge. Every day we learn something new, and we have to put it in practice quickly. So we want to learn more about the how we can help the businesses more, how we can get the customers' orders quicker and on time. So because we want to give the customer the flexibility to choose the time, we don't dictate the time on the customer.
So I'm really interested to know the answer to this question. Take yourself back to the 1st of March. Okay? Yeah. So before lockdown's announced, we're seeing that there's some movement here in the UK and there's some concerns going on. From your perspective, what would you have done sooner? Knowing what you know now, what are the actions that you would have made sure that you did sooner?
It's a very difficult question to answer, I have to tell you that. Looking back, I honestly think we handled it well. I don't think there would be anything that we can do sooner, looking back. Because I know what we have.
I'll answer it for you.
Yeah.
Get a brewery. You could have got a brewery.
Definitely true.
Because there was a few of us out there in the 2nd, 3rd week in March going, where's my beer?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, on that point, if you're talking about like the businesses, if we had more businesses, we could have fulfilled the demand that we have.
And that's really important, isn't it? That reflection there in regards to, so you only had like 3 or 4 retailers, I think, when lockdown happened, maybe a couple more. But if you'd have had 30 independent local retailers on the app at that point in time, yeah. I don't think I'm over-egging the pudding when I say that you'd have completely changed the complexity of that business if they were on your app that first day of lockdown. They'd have still been trading.
Yeah, I mean, so what happened is we had some, like around 8 retailers, but we actually did the work with only 4 because it was chaotic for them in store. People were like panicking and they couldn't do deliveries at that time. But some other retailers that really needed the help, and like because they had a smaller retail space, so they had to shut down and go completely online. And that was one of the challenges that we faced. So if we had more business, or there were all 8 of them, we could have definitely reached more people. Yeah.
The final question I ask people during these interviews is more about a bit for you. So, what have you learned about yourself during this period?
Well, I think I used to think like I really like to learn and I want to improve myself, but I learned that I'm really hungry for knowledge. I learned that whatever I thought I've learned is nothing compared to what I will learn.
I love that. And look, anybody that comes into contact with you, the team, anybody at 3Miles, I have never heard anybody say a bad word about the business. So this interview might seem like more of a rallying cry than I've had for most of them. That's just because I really want to see this business flourish, because it impacts on everything. It's sort of got the same methodology as what I have. So in my business, if I help you get what you want, then you're helping other people get what they want. And yours as a business is very similar to that. So I really want to see this not just succeed in Sheffield, but I would like to see this going nationwide, but ultimately serving Sheffield people first. So yeah, if you've got a retailer and you're working at how you can get online for free, then definitely speak to Mazen and the team at 3Miles so they can make sure that they can help you get your products in front of the people that want them. Mazen, thanks ever so much for doing the interview, the lockdown interviews with us, and I really can't wait to see the next 12 months journey with you.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity to be on your podcast. And John, we have been working from the start, and we share this vision together, and you saw us progress, and that's why we are working together, and together we can take this far.
Good man, Mazen. Great to speak to you today.
Thank you. Cheers.